Well, I feel like a little bit of a dummy because I went and grabbed this thing, unlocked the passive skill, and then just set it aside because I didn't think this was going to fit my build at all. And I was actually surprised of what this skill actually is. But this one here took me about 171 tries on the Cappy machine, which I think is pretty good. Anything below half the pity, so anything below 250 seems like a win to me, and 171, it wasn't the 117 like I got the Luminous Dragon, but still, that's pretty decent. Now, I did get a little carried away and said, I got like 130 of these Cappy coins left. Let me go and try to pull the other advanced pet that's currently sitting in there. Which, by the way, I've had some people ask, why don't they see more than one pet inside their actual Cappy machine? And now I actually have 3 pets inside it, which makes me think that every time the Cappy machine pops up, you have another pet added to it, because I wasn't expecting to see 3 pets in here, and obviously there is. So now I'm sitting here like a dummy with 341 more pulls. I can get another 20 coins from the dungeon dive, and I might just be forced to spend another 21 to go and see if I can at least hit it on this limit. If I don't get it from there, not sure what I'm gonna do. But I know I'm rambling. You came here for the Sphinx. You want to know what the deal is about it. So we'll go over here right now. This is going to be the Sphinx, and you can see the passive stat on this. This is why I went for it over Catastrophe, to have that extra crit rate plus 10%, which is kind of huge. Well, I mean, at least for me, using the Nomad Bow, it just seemed like the best scenario. But I'm still seeing that question thrown around of, hey, how are they using the Luminous Dragon, but using the skill of the Pharaoh? So the way the game works is you can use any mount or advanced mount and mount them for kind of like a visual appearance. You want to be seen flying the carpet around, you can put that on. And then when you finally get advanced mounts unlocked, if you don't have them, you can then go and equip one of the skills for the advanced mounts that you have. And as you can see here, the skill for the Sphinx is going to be called Pharaoh, and pretty much you get skill rate plus 10%. If your skill ends up critting, you're going to be getting an attack plus 30% for 2 rounds. And I thought to myself, hey, I'm building this Nomad Bow. I want to focus on my basic attacks, so this thing isn't going to really help me at all. And then when I went to go do the testing today for this video right here, I realized that's not the case. The first time I saw it activate was when Freya made her attack, which obviously she's not a skill, she's a pet, but that was the first time. She crits, you see the Pharaoh on the screen, and then you see the attack go up down the bottom. And then the second time I saw this pop up was when I got a crit out of my daggers that were coming from my Guardian rings that I had on. And then to top it off all of that, when I popped my rage skill and critted on that, then I once again saw the Pharaoh on the screen and we had that attack buff. But this thing is pretty awesome. I'm surprised it was actually that. I thought it was just gonna be lightnings and poison and stuff like that, but it's not the case at all. Am I gonna use it? Probably not, because if I use the Luminous Dragon one, that's going to be giving me a 15% crit rate after 5 rounds, and then I get the crit damage, so that's going to be a little bit more suited for the Nomad Bow, but it's at least nice to know what this thing does and what it's capable of doing. And speaking of poison, if you find yourself dying to it, because it is poison, and want to know how to beat the octopus inside the game and how I did it, take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.